What's going on, guys? DigiDestin here, back again with another pickup video for you, and it's been so long, and I apologize. I've just been extremely busy. I did get a new job, and I've been it's thrown off my schedule like crazy. So I haven't had a lot of time to go thrifting, to go looking for video games, to even buy video games, and I haven't had time to put together a video for you. So that's what I'm doing today. Or not today, whenever you're watching this, but this week is phenomenal. It's been great. The weeks that I didn't put up a pickup video, I didn't find anything, to be honest. But it wasn't until this week, everything just came flowing in. 2018 started out real slow, but wrapping up this month of January, my fiance and I have found crazy amounts of stuff. And I'm going to be hopefully showing you all of it in this pickup video. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you what I found this week. So the first thing I want to talk about is an NES game. It's from my buddy Cheshire Don, and he's a regular viewer and a good friend of mine of my stream. And so the first thing I want to talk about is something I got from my buddy Cheshire Don, a friend of mine in real life, as well as a regular viewer of my stream. He ended up winning a contest. Contest is nothing big, to give himself the opportunity to pick my new game to play on stream. And so he picked a game I didn't have, but he was generous enough to find a copy and give it to me, or trade with me for it. And so that game was the Battle of Olympus on NES. Pretty cool. I've never played it before. I've heard it's a lot like Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. I'm very excited to dig into it and see how it fares. He likes it a lot, so thank you very much, Cheshire Don. Also from Cheshire Don, got this. It is a Sega Saturn game. It is Parodius. If I can get it to focus without the reflection, it's the deluxe pack for Sega Saturn. This is a Japanese title. Only works on Japanese Saturns, unless you have like an action replay or something to play on US NTSC Saturns, NTSCU. But this is very cool. It's in very awesome shape. It's got 2 different Parodius games on it. I'm a huge fan of Parodius and the Gradius series, and hopefully I'll be able to get my Saturn working one of these days to give this game a try. So thank you again to Cheshire Don for both the Battle of Olympus and this Japanese Sega Saturn Parodius game. I don't know the title of it yet, so I just know it's Parodius. Next pickup is actually a soundtrack. It's from STS Phone Co. So it's a ship-to-store phone co. I'll leave a link in the description below for their store. Very awesome place, especially if you're into video game soundtracks, or video game soundtracks on vinyl, I should say. This one is Kid Dracula, one of my favorite games on Game Boy, as well as Famicom. One of my favorite characters from Konami. This one's very cool. The soundtrack for Kid Dracula is very happy-go-lucky. It's very upbeat. Very different from what Castlevania is, because he is a spin-off of the Castlevania franchise. But STS Phone Co. decided to make a vinyl soundtrack of it, and here it is. So I did order it. I have it here. I haven't cracked it open yet to see what it listens to or what it sounds like, but it's very cool. They also have some other things like The Adventures of Bayou Billy, a Snatcher, Rocket Knight Adventures, mostly Konami stuff. But either way, this is pretty awesome. Next thing I want to show you guys is actually a giveaway prize that I won from my buddy Blurry Gill. Blurry Gill is an awesome dude. He's an awesome streamer on Twitch. I'll leave a link to his channel down below so you can check him out. But he does a lot of retro stuff, and he had this very cool giveaway, or actually a very cool stream. It was a 24-hour stream. It was a fundraiser for, I believe it was the Seattle Children's Miracle Network or the Seattle Children's Hospitals. It was Extra Life, so it was great charity. But he streamed for 24 hours, gave away a lot of prizes. I helped out just a tad bit, which was a lot of fun, but I donated money as well. And when I donated money, I was entered into a giveaway. And so I ended up winning that giveaway, or one of those giveaways. And so I was able to acquire some very cool stuff with him. I met up with him. He was able to supply me with this Super Mario Bros. Build-A-Level mug, which is cool. We have a wireless fighting commander pad, the Hori Commander Pad, Fighting Commander, for the SNES Classic Edition. The Playing with Superpower book, the accompanying book for the SNES Classic Edition, as well as this very cool carrying case for the SNES Classic Edition. And you're probably wondering, why would he give away all this stuff if he didn't give away an SNES Classic Edition? Hate to break it to you, he did give one away. I did win that. It was very cool, very generous of him, very awesome. I just don't have it with me right now because I actually gave it to my nephew. I already have one myself. You can probably see it. It's somewhere on that wall, but it's something that I wanted to share. You know, I didn't really donate intending to win a giveaway, but because I ended up winning it for, you know, lower cost than I would have bought, I actually ended up giving it to my fiance's nephew for his birthday / Christmas. So he was very happy and very excited about that, and I'm just glad that I was able to donate to a very charitable cause, Extra Life. Support my good buddy Blurry Gill, and you should do the same thing as well as introduce something that I deeply enjoy, retro games, to my future nephew. So very cool pickups here. All right, the next find is from Goodwill, surprisingly, and this is actually a newer game, but it is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga and Bowser's Minions for 3DS. Pretty cool. I saw this posted up in one of the Facebook groups that this Goodwill had a few copies, 2 copies, one brand new and one used. This one was the used one. When I got there, someone already had the brand new one, but that's okay. They only wanted $15 for it, actually. Pretty fair, considering that this game is still fairly new, relatively new. They still want $30 for it in retail stores, and this is an awesome game. The Mario and Luigi RPG series is a lot of fun, very reminiscent of Super Mario RPG. So if you like that type of, you know, RPG, like the very quirky, very charming, very story-driven, and kind of novel in terms of game mechanics, this is definitely a game that you want to check out, especially if you have 3DS. This is actually a remake, I think, a remake of the Game Boy Advance version, which came out back in like the early 2000s. I've been meaning to play this. I've played some of the other Mario and Luigi. I think it was a Dream something. I forgot. I'm a terrible collector. I'm a terrible Nintendo fan. But it was Mario and Luigi's Dream Team. That was the game. I played that game, loved it a lot. I've been meaning to revisit this, and with the extra content, Bowser's Minions, I believe that this is a very great, you know, little pickup here. I'm excited to dig into this one. Next find is from OfferUp, and this one's thanks to my fiance. She found some pretty cool things. She always finds cool things, but I was able to meet up with this guy off of OfferUp from my new job. It was actually nearby where he was at, and actually the whole story is we were second in line for this item, or these items, and we didn't think we'd get it. That's okay, it's fine, just move on to the next thing. But that deal actually fell through, which is kind of an uncommon thing, especially for good deals on retro games. And so the deal fell through. He contacted us since we're second in line. I met up with him and we were able to acquire these things. So what I'm talking about is this nice little black Game Boy Pocket, which is an awesome shape. But if you look on the back here, we got a Pokemon Gold cartridge, and not just any Pokemon Gold cartridge. If we pull it out, look at that. Whoa. Look at that. It is a not for resale Pokemon Gold. Yeah, the label's kind of scuffed up, but that's okay. It's still a not for resale. The Game Boy Pocket is in excellent shape. I feel bad for dropping it, but it's probably not going to get any worse in terms of condition as long as it's in my hands. But on top of that, he included another game, which is this one here. This is Mickey's Speedway USA in the case. And on it is a sticker. It says sold, refurbished, sold as is. Sorry, should have covered that with the band-aid. I hurt my finger moving stuff a bit. Refurbished, sold as is, and on the back, basically the same sticker. But the cool thing is, if you kind of peel that away, he gave this to me and it was kind of peeled already. You can kind of see like a little red border right there underneath. right there. I wish you could capture it on the camera itself, but the white sticker is actually a tad bit transparent. Underneath that, it actually says not for resale as well. So this is another not for resale cart. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. Very cool. 2 not for resale Game Boy games, as well as a very clean Game Boy Pocket. Even include this transfer cable, which allows you to plug in a regular DMG, like a big old fat Game Boy, to this Game Boy Pocket. So, I don't know. Pretty cool find. I really like this Game Boy Pocket. The black is very nice. The condition's very nice. Even came with batteries. It's on. Contrast is all the way up. Alright, the next pickup is also from OfferUp. Also found by my fiance. Sad to say. But she's got the eye. She's got somehow some magical powers to find these ads, to negotiate and seal a deal. This one was off of OfferUp. It was for a Nintendo 64 bundle, and so it was very cool. Came with a couple controllers as I pull them out, and not just any controllers. We have the jungle green and then the great purple in awesome shape. Sticks are in awesome shape. You can hear that snapback. Look at that, very cool. Came with all the cords. Came with 7 games: Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Banjo-Kazooie, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Madden 64, a mystery game. He said it's some sort of baseball game, but I'm not quite sure. Road Rash 64, and Mortal Kombat 4. All these games still need cleaning. I haven't cleaned them yet. But the system came with all the cords, and it is a jungle green N64. Of course, it's missing the expansion cover, but overall it's in pretty decent shape. Just dirty. I have to clean it, but we were able to get this bundle for about 65 bucks. So pretty solid deal on a jungle green N64 with the matching controller, all the cords, and 7 games. Alright, and this next find is absolutely incredible. It's gonna blow your mind. It's once in a lifetime. I think it's one of the best hauls that I've ever gotten. I know this, I say that a lot, but this is true. It's not often you find a lot of console boxes, and so that's what happened. My fiance found an ad on Craigslist for some guy selling a bunch of console boxes: PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, all those boxes for $5 a piece. And we hit him up. I wasn't really looking for the PlayStation stuff and the Xbox stuff. I was looking mostly for Nintendo stuff, and so we asked him about the Nintendo stuff. They weren't sold yet, so he was able to put them aside for us. But he even offered to pull out some other stuff that he was looking to sell. It was a guy who was hoping to sell off his collection that he's amassed over so many years. I don't know how many years, but a lot. And so he pulled out a bunch of stuff, and he said, "Come take a look. We can, pick things out, do a little shopping, and we'll work out a deal." And so that's what he did. We showed up within the hour. The timing was perfect, and we were able to pick up a great lot off of him. First few things I want to show you out of this lot are actually some games. The games weren't originally part of it, but he actually found some. There's some NES games. There's about 53, 54 of them. Nothing too crazy, but we got like Dragon Power. We have a 5-screw Gyromite, and this one has the Famicom adapter in it. The Adventures of Bayou Billy. Blaster Master. Tetris. Gunsmoke. Adventure Island. And then we have this big old crate. This is my crate, but I just put it in here because it was easy to store. It was easy to transport because they were in a rickety box before. But some of the highlights, we got things like some cool games like Renegade, very cool games like Renegade. And then also we have, where is it? We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3: The Manhattan Project. And then underneath that, we have like Life Force, very awesome games. This is basically an instant NES collection. I don't want to go through all the titles. There's some unlicensed stuff in here too, including some Tengen stuff. We got Tengen Pac-Man. Even some Bible games. Where is it? This is another Tekken game, Tubin. Where is that? Is this it? Galactic Crusader. This one's probably the priciest one in the whole lot. And this is a Bible game, unlicensed. And there's just a whole bunch, you know, Star Tropics, Top Gun 2, Karate Champ, Desert Commander, Super Mario Bros. 2. Basically all the Sesame Streets here, actually. You got Sesame Street ABC and 1, 2, 3, ABC, Sesame Street Countdown, Sesame Street ABC, the single cart, not the combo cart. Sesame Street Big Ernie's Hide and Speak. So tons of great things here. Basically your instant NES collection. Nothing to write home about, but a few good titles in there. Or actually there's a lot of good titles in here, but in terms of value, just a few. Alright, now you might notice I have this big old box of other stuff. This was included in it. We have a bag of clamshell cases, the Nintendo plastic clamshell cases. We have an N64 extension cable. This one's brand new. We have a brand new Nintendo 64 Super Pad, black Super Pad in the box. Couple cartridge holders with stickers on it. The Nintendo Power Pad. The NES Advantage, as well as some other joystick. We have this joystick here. There's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but it's pretty cool. A couple N64 controllers. This one, there's a yellow one in there as well. I can go through all of it, but there's so much, you know, and it's just full of dust covers as well. He really hooked it up. All right, we have the NES console itself. It's kind of yellow on the front. I haven't tested if it works, but it's in decent shape. Just a little bit of yellowing. He threw in this Nintendo GameCube carrying case for free. Nice guy. The U-Force. It's pretty cool. Again, everything is like super dusty because it's been sitting in a storage unit for so long. That's cool. The U-Force is super cool. I've never actually owned one before. Alright, and as for the console boxes, we got a whole bunch. So this one is a Japanese GameCube box. This is basically empty. It's an awesome shape, actually. Let's see if I can open it. Oh yeah, ooh, look at that, I opened it up. This one of the first times I'm opening things up. Whoa, this is cool. We got all the inserts, we got all the bags and stuff. But also included in this Japanese GameCube box, we have the box for a Japanese GameCube memory card, as well as some inserts for some Japanese GameCube games. We have Luigi's Mansion, Wave Race, Super Monkey Ball. Very cool. He didn't mention that, so that's a nice little surprise. I was just gonna show you, like, there's might be some stuff in, or if there are the contents in there, like the packaging. Another GameCube box, a black GameCube box. Not just one, but we got two. Whoa, awesome. And there are two different variants too. So we have, the backs have two different games on it. Next box is a Nintendo 64. Just a standard console. Awesome shape. This one's definitely empty. It's got the styrofoam in there and a few bags, but there's definitely nothing in here. Alright. And not only one, but we got two Nintendo 64 console boxes. Same thing. Looks like it's got maybe some more inserts in this one. If I can get the camera on it. Yeah, some inserts in there. Two of those. Oh, look, would you look at that? We have some more in Nintendo 64 boxes. This is the Atomic Purple controller box. This one's nice and big. Awesome shape. All of them are really good shape. Let's continue stacking them up here. And we have 2. Also in awesome shape. And then we have 3. Again, awesome shape. We have this one here, which is a Japanese Nintendo 64 box. Let me see if I can get out of the way so I can get the whole box on here. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Look at all the colors. I love it. And the thing about Japanese boxes is they didn't have an entire enclosure. They just had the styrofoam, and what you do is you just lift up the top. Let's see if there's anything in here. I don't think so. It feels empty. Yeah, see, so this was what a Japanese console box consisted of. But cool nonetheless. Very cool. Put this up here. Got the tower of Nintendo boxes. We have another Japanese Nintendo 64 box. Just all the Nintendo 64 boxes. And make note, I got all of these for $5 a piece. Pretty crazy. Yeah, this one's actually in better shape than the last one I showed you. And then the very last box, the very last thing that we got from him. Actually, no, not the very last thing. Second to last thing. A Nintendo 64. Fantastic in smoke gray box. This one's in awesome shape too. It's got all the inserts. But the cool thing is, this is one of the boxes that I did open just because I was curious. I've never seen the inside of a Fantastic box. I wasn't sure if there's any difference in terms of like the inserts. But when we did open it up, I'll show you here. This is exactly how it happened. So just imagine if this was a simulation or a reenactment. We open it up and lo and behold, we saw this. Look at that. That's crazy. Got all the bags. The box is in awesome shape. Let's put it down here. But inside the styrofoam, lo and behold, not only did we have the inserts, the bags, and the manuals, we had this box for the Nintendo 64 expansion pack. And this expansion pack is actually in here, and this one's like mint. It's like never been opened, never been touched. As well as a box for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Player's Choice Edition. It's got, you know, some blemishes here and there. No game inside of it, but the box itself is awesome. So, very great surprise from him. He didn't even mention those. They just happened to be inside the box. Alright, and the very last thing that we got from him is actually incredible. We did not know that he had this at all. When we showed up, that's when he pulled it out. He didn't mention it, and he threw it in for free, just like the GameCube case. And this thing is pretty crazy. I've never thought I'd own one of these. This is a Mario Kart 64 phone. This is a landline phone, not a cell phone. You plug this into your wall through your phone line, and you can make calls. It's just Mario. He's got the electricity bolt. The back side is the actual communicator. I forgot what it's called. The handset. Yeah, this one's complete in the box, or new in box. Looks like it. But yeah, he just threw it in. This is incredible. Look at that. Excellent shape. You know, this box is kind of, I don't know what to call it. It's a little smashed here, but very cool. And so thank you so much to this dude. He said he might have some more stuff. He's got more things in storage, and he let us know that if he does find any more stuff, or when he does pull out some more stuff, he'll hit us up, and hopefully we can work out a deal. So I'm really excited and looking forward to that. But if that doesn't happen, I really cannot complain. Alright, and those were all my pickups for this week, and this week only. It's been insane. It's been crazy. And I apologize for not being able to make more videos for you. I'd really like to. It's a lot of fun, but you know, with the new job, it beckons, it calls. there are other things going on in my life that have to take priority over YouTube right now, as well as game collecting. I haven't really gone out anywhere, like I mentioned earlier, to go look for video games. So these pickup videos may or may not continue in terms of, you know, the regular scheduled weekly videos. They might just come out as they are made, or as I go, or as I find things, or maybe just do one giant pickup video at the end of each month, something like that. But I'm still working things out. Hopefully you guys aren't too upset with me, but if you are, that's okay. To all the viewers and supporters of my channel, thank you so much. Hopefully this new endeavor of mine, in terms of my job, is going to work out, and hopefully once things settle down a bit, I'll be able to get right back into making more videos. But until then, look forward to seeing all your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Please make sure to do that. Check out Blurry Gill's channel down below. Check out, what was I also supposed to link to? STS Phone Co. down below if you're into BGM music on vinyl. And with that being said, we'll see you guys on the next one.